Hi, I'm Bunny Cakes and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a review for A Stranger in the House by Sherry Lapina. I read this for Spokathon 2017, which still has a couple more days to go. This was the group read and also it was my childhood fear. So this is kind of an update for Spokathon as well. My childhood fear was The Stranger because I was afraid of strangers as a kid. Um, this book, I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence about it. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars on Goodreads because in the beginning I really couldn't decide if I liked it or not. Um, it was kind of interesting, but it wasn't necessarily slow. It's just it felt off. Like I kind of didn't like it. I kind of liked it. I don't know. I was on the fence. Towards the middle, it picked up, um, and I got interested in it, and I started to like it. Um, and then the way it ended, like it kind of threw me for a loop because I was like, okay, I know where this is going, and I was like, no, it's not going that way. And then like, and then it kind of did end up going that way. It kind of went two ways. So, in this book, knowing who to trust is kind of hard. Um, Almost everybody in the book is kind of shady. Um, so yeah, the ending was it left room for a sequel, definitely. And if there was a sequel, I would probably pick it up and read it, just to see how the rest of the story goes. What I thought was funny about this book is that Sherry Lapina's first book was The Couple Next Door, and I felt that this book could have easily come under the same title, given the way the story works. Um, I haven't read The Couple Next Door, but I kind of want to now. I've heard mixed reviews on it, and I've also heard that the beginning of that book was kind of weird, and some people had trouble getting into it. Um, so this is kind of approved by me. I don't regret reading it. And if I had it to do over again, I would probably read it again. It's just it left me feeling kind of weird. Like I couldn't decide if I liked it. And then I started to like it, and then the way it ended, I'm like, well, it didn't necessarily need to end quite that way, but it does leave it open to more sequels. Like the story is definitely wrapped up. Well, for the most part, it's wrapped up. And it doesn't necessarily need a sequel, but it probably will have one, I think, the way she wrote it. Um, and so yeah, like it just left me feeling kind of weird. I maybe not quite satisfied, but not quite disappointed would be the best way to describe it. Still, it's a decent book. I and like I said, I'm not put off for this author. I will probably find The Couple Next Door and read it. Um, if she puts out a sequel to this book, I'll probably read it. If I like Gone Girl, if I like The Couple Next Door, I will probably read a third book from this author. But yeah, it just left me feeling kind of weird. It wasn't as intense as I think I wanted it to be, and that was probably part of why I felt off about it because it's the month of Halloween, and I want my books to be super intense and like really thrilling. And this one never really quite got there. It was definitely more of a mystery than it was suspense or thriller. Um, but yeah, it was okay. I will probably read at least her first book, The Couple Next Door. I may read, if she does a sequel to this. I don't know that she's planning to, but if she does a sequel, I might read it, just to see where the story goes and see how the characters continue to develop. But yeah, that's what I have for this. Like I said, a 3 out of 5 stars, just because I wasn't quite satisfied, not quite disappointed. It left me in an odd place. But yeah, not upset that I read it. It was good enough that I don't feel like it was a waste of time. I don't wish I had never picked it up. I had planned on picking it up before Spokathon. Um, I actually had it reserved at my library, but I didn't think I was going to get it in time for Spokathon. And it just so happened that it got returned and given to me in time to read it for Spokathon. As for the Spokathon update, I should be able to finish one of the other, I had 4 books. I should definitely be able to finish um, Into the Water, which was my thriller book, I think. No, it was my creepy place book. Um, I should be able to finish that probably tonight or tomorrow, so I will have read at least 2 of my 4 books, which is half of what I expected to read. So I'm feeling pretty good. And if I do finish Into the Water today or tomorrow, then I will start my 3rd book. So then I feel like I will have, if I at least start that, I will count it as a win for this readathon. And it will be the closest I have ever stuck to a TBR for a readathon ever. So yeah, go ahead. Like I don't highly recommend this book, but if you're looking for a kind of weird, out there, well, not quite out there, but a kind of weird, interesting mystery, this will probably be for you. I don't think it was fully for me. But maybe it's just because this is a newer author and she needs to grow a little more. And like I said, I kind of thought it was funny that this book could easily go under the title of her first book. And it makes me almost wonder if she is writing with some kind of template, or maybe she just had 2 really similar ideas. Also, the title of this book, it doesn't mean necessarily who you think it means. So that was kind of cool. Alright, I'm starting to ramble. I've updated on Spokathon, and I have done a review for this book. So that's all I have. Thank you for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. And follow me on my social media. It's linked down below. And keep reading.